Hey guys, jumping back into Daughters of the Dawn, Love Bites. That first one was super cool. Checking out Miyako's gear. So I'm just gonna do them back to back. And I've had people actually comment say they'd like to see me play guitar. I have over 3,000 guitar covers on the channel, guys. Tons of Green Day, um, tons of different genres, from just country to rock to metal, just everything. So they're there, guys. All you gotta do is search them up, because I have over 3,000 here. So, all right, guys. And I try to keep adding, but reactions take up so much time. I don't really have the time to play. All right, so let's jump into the next part of this. Probably Midori. I don't know.
はい、みどりさんです。次はみどりさんの紹介になりますが、
はい、
まずはこれがメインですね。
そう、これが
はい、
メインの E2 のホライゾンというギターになりますね。
みどりさんは
Okay, guys, so the QM means quilted maple. That's a top. It's actually a separate piece of wood from the body. So the QM, so it's an ESP Horizon quilted maple, and the FR means Floyd Rose. And then you have obviously the color is reindeer blue. So just so you know, anyway.
紫が好きなんですか？
いいえ
そういう
わけじゃない。たまたま紫なんですけど、こいつはマホバックメープルトップ、キルトメープルトップですかね。これをよく。
And anytime you look up on that headstock, and anytime you see that E2, that is an authentic ESP that's made in Japan. Otherwise, it's an LTD. As far as I know, there aren't any LTDs made in Japan. There may be higher, like maybe a James Hetfield. I'm not sure. Been a while since I looked, but E2 means ESP. If you buy a custom ESP here in the States, it actually says ESP on the headstock. So just, you know, as I told you guys, I'm a total gear nerd, and I love to learn about what bands use. So that's why I know so much about the gear and, you know, all that stuff, like the QM. And ESP in my book is top of the line guitar. It's every ESP guitar I've had, be it an actual E2 made in Japan or an LTD, all have been awesome guitars.
よく見てもらうとって
教えてくださいよ。
よく見ると木目が
ね、そうね、
そう綺麗に木目が
一応あるっていう。
そう、木目が出てるんですね。可愛いです。
確かに。
そう。こいつはね、カタログ仕様のやつからピックアップを変えまして、すごくね、音の分離がいい子にしてあります。で、もう一本サブ。こち
らはそうサブですね。
こいつはね、見た目はパッと見形も一緒で、っていうかそもそもスペックは一緒なんですよ。そう、潰してあるから木目はこっちは見えないんですけど、一緒で、こっちはね、よりね。
So again, the E2 made in Japan, Horizon, Floyd Rose. The color is black. Ultimately, pretty much the same guitar. Just the QMs, like I told you, they have a separate top that goes on top of the body, and you can get it quilted or flamed. Flame top, you see it looks more like lines across. Super cool. I love those kinds of tops.
ローミッドとかがすごいふくよかな感じで出る竿で、ライブではサブなんですけど、レコーディングではメインで使ってますね。
レコーディングはこっちがメインですか？
ほぼ全部これで撮ってる。
へー。
See guys, I love the low. I love ESPs that have a really, they're great for like the palm muting and power chords. You know, you get that real deep sound. That's the kind of stuff that I like to play personally. I had an 87 reissue ESP. That was pretty nice. But it was more like almost like a a Telecaster body. It was like the cracked rainbow finish. You can buy those at Zounds, and they have the 87 Stratocaster 2 style body. I don't remember what they are. I think they're over $1,000 now.
それはまたなんかなぜ？
でこっちの方がねやっぱすごい音の太さの感じとかがすごい好きで、鳴りの感じで、うちソロ弾くことが多いじゃんか。だからすごいミッドの腰とかがすごい出てくれるのが良くて、どっちかというとバッキングとかこっちの方がエッジが立っていいんじゃないかなっていう感じですかね。
そういう
ですね。そうそう。で、ケンはエリクサーが大好きなので、エリクサーのナノウェブっていうやつをね。こっち942でこっち946でドロップなんで、ちょっと太めのやつ、こっちよりは太いやつを貼ってます。
そして
Yeah, so she's using 9s on the reindeer blue one, probably 10s or so on the other one, maybe an 11, possibly. But just remember, guys, the thicker the string, when you get into the lighter string, the lower strings, it's harder to bend the strings. So I find I use 9s. I use Ernie Ball Music Man Super Slinkies, and those are 9s. The highest that I go on any guitar I have is a 10, and that's on an acoustic guitar. So.
ついに
そうついにででーん
ご購入されました。アコギです。
マーチンを
ついに
買っちゃったよ。
買っちゃいましたね。
買っちゃったよ。
いかがですか？気分は。
何が良くて、すごいリッチな気分になりますね。
そうですね。
そうですね。
いい活躍をしてくださってます。
そう、とっても鳴りのいいギターですよ。そうです。
Believe it or not, guys, I've never played a Martin guitar. I've never really had that many high-end guitars, only Taylors. I tried a couple Gibsons that were terrible. I don't remember what the model was, but it's one of the newer generations that has like the sound hole also on the top. And man, those guitars feed back so bad. I don't care what amp, what volume. But I definitely want to try a Martin. I think a Martin has a deeper sound, like a Taylor has a really bright sound. But Martin has I don't know, it's like a lower sound, a deeper sound, which for me is what I personally like in a guitar, an acoustic guitar.
そうマーチンって鳴り良くするためにここにねこう何にもね、穴が開いてなくて、ピックアップもこの中についてたり、
そうですね。
そうそうでチューナーもねここについてるやつって多いんですけどなくて、なんでここにちっちゃいチューナーが実はついてます。
ありました。見てました。
実はここにありますみたいな。
そうですね。
そうそう、すごい性能が良くて素晴らしいです。あとサスティン音がもっと伸びるようにするためにこのね銀色のファットフィンガーっていうやつなんですけど、こいつをつけてよりサスティンを稼いでますね。です。そんな感じのとても深い鳴りのアコギちゃんでした。
じゃあみどりさんの一押しの愛しいギターはどれでしょうか？
でも一番よく弾いてるのはこの子かもしれないですね。なんか
そうですよね。もうね。
そうメインだし、なんかすごい超思い入れっていうわけじゃないんだけど、逆にすごい実験機って思ってる。なんかあんなことしてみようかこんなことしてみようかなをすごい試せるっていうかなりもって、はいです。
はい。じゃあ次行きましょうか。
そう次行きましょ
う。こちら
アンプはね、ケンパープロファイリングラック。
これすごいね。もうここで作ってるのね、この色。
そうまあでも作ってるというか、もう宮古のやつは見たかな皆さん。6505プラスっていうね、ヘッドをねとアレンジのキャビだったと思うんですけど、うちもこの中身ヘッドは今6505プラスなんですよ。
あ、そうなんだ。
そう6505プラスとうちはメサブギーの。
Basically, it's basically a head with effects in it, is what that is. You don't have to have so many, when you saw Miyako's gear, how she has what they call the stomp boxes, you can do so much with this. what she has here, but they can be incredibly complicated. It's a really big learning curve to use anything, in my opinion, like this. I know the Line 6 Helix, I had one of those things too, and it was just like trying to figure out how to do all that stuff. It was just too hard. You know, I'm the guy that likes to just plug it and play. You know what I mean? I'm not the guy who goes for, if I play Judas Priest, it has to sound just like Judas Priest. So yeah, it's a great system she has here for sure. I've seen these, I've never played one. And I've never used anything from Mesa Boogie, so great reputation on them though.
キャビをこうやってマイキングねしてるよね。ライブとかマイキングしてると思うんですけど、マイキングしたものをここに取り込んで、それを再生してる。その音をもうこいつすげえ優秀だから、もう再現してくれるから、それで鳴らしてるという感じですね。だからヘッド一緒なんで、ツインギターとかより音に厚みがね、出て良いんじゃないかなという感じになってますね。キャビはライブの時はマーシャルを使っているので、そう、ラインのメサのキャビの音とこのマイク取りの音と両方出て分厚くなってますっていう仕掛けがありますね。
You know, it's a personal preference, guys. If you play what sound you like. You know, some people like a brighter sound, but I'm with Midori here. I think in metal you want that thick sound. There's so much palm muting, really heavy distortion and palm muting. You want that thick sound to cut through the mix. So yeah, definitely Midori is just dead on with her gear. As is Miyako. If I had to pick between their gear, I would go with Midori's gear, because I like that setup, that really thick, you know, sound for distortion and fast playing. Good stuff.
です。
足元に行きましょうか。
はい。見てこのうちのミニマル機材。あんだけねみんなめっちゃでかいけど、うちこんだけだ。
See guys, look at the difference between Midori's pedal board and Miyako's pedals. That's what I was telling you. This is like an all-in-one. You program all this stuff in to which setting you want, and then when you want to change, all you have to do is use your foot on the 1 to 5, and it will change that effect. Or you can see the up above that. There's up and down to change things. So in the end, I think it's easier. This is definitely plugged in. You don't really need if you look at Miyako's and she has all the little things going from pedal to pedal to pedal, or whatever the case may be. I know a lot of guys have stomp boxes and they have, 20 stomp boxes. It takes up a big thing, and to power them all, you put jacks into it and just run them all through down in and plug them in. I think Midori is just dead on with this Kemper profiler. Once you learn something like this, it's so much easier to move around, let's just say. I know most people have their stomp boxes just, hooked down so they don't go anywhere. But for me, this is kind of looks like my pedal board, only I have an actual pedal, what would be on the right side, which would be on our left on the screen, that I can use for a wah or a volume pedal or something like that.
そうだね、機材ミニマリストだからうち。
素晴らしい。
そうだって電源もないんだべ。
ないんだべ。
ないんだべ。
どんな言葉ですか。
電源ないで。電源ないんだよ。だって
電源がない。
全部これもケンパーからこうね電源も取ってくれるので、この LAN ケーブル1本で、もうこれが使えちゃうというスーパー優れものです。
素晴らしい。
ケンパーのフットスイッチ。言わなきゃいけないやつがまだあるんですよ。お気に入りのケーブルです。
あ、ケーブルね。
そう、EX プロの FL っていうシリーズを使ってますね。今日はねちょっとワイヤレスのシステムが違うんですけど、
But did you see? Let me run back here. Do you see where it says a profiling amplifier. You look here, guys, you can see delay, reverb, volume. You have your master. So it's like a thing that's come out in recent years. I think the first, 2009 was the first time I came across anything like this. And it was a crate. You guys remember those amps? And I had a full stack. And in the head, it was just loaded up with all the effects and all that stuff. Terrible head. Wouldn't stay working. And not long after that, crate, I guess, was pretty much all but gone. But that's what it is. It's a big thing now. That's what my Line 6 is. It's loaded with effects and like presets like Metallica, Master of Puppets. But you can tweak those sounds around. So ultimately, that's what she's using is something similar to that. It's just a thing that came out and people dig it. I know Fender was doing it. Let me see, that was a Mustang 5, I think. And PV makes them too, the PV Vipers, and they're really good amps.
使ってますね。今日はねちょっとワイヤレスのシステムが違うんですけど、ワイヤレスのところから、ケンパーまでをつないでますね。あとアコギの方は、FA っていうシリーズの方を使ってて、よりどっちかっていうと太い音が出る感じで、アコギ用のケーブルとかもね EX プロってあったりするんですけど、こいつはアコギとはこいつ相性がよく、うちの子とは相性がよくて、こいつを使ってますねっていうお気に入りちゃんです。
はい。
じゃじゃんじゃじゃん
ピックです。かわいい。
これはジャズ、いわゆるジャズ型、ちょっとちっちゃめで、早弾きとかする人はすごいコントロールがねよく効くピックですね。で柔らかめのポリアセタール、白色、そうポリアセタールで白の方がちょっと柔らかいんですよ、黒とかより。
そうなんですか。
それの 1.0 ミリ売ってるからそう
こちらもね、
そうチェックしてみてね、これそう気になるよって。
I just use a thinner pick than that, guys, and what I do when I play with it is I kind of just curl it a little bit to make it a little bit stiffer. I do have some 1mm picks, but I generally use just super thins. And when I want to do it, I'll just, like I say, I'll just kind of bow it a little bit in between my fingers. Miyako used ones too, so pretty standard. I mean, as far as like their strings, both use 9s, same thickness pick. Pretty incredible. I mean, the best tandem in the world, guys. Just different gear, slightly different playing styles. These are fun, guys. These are the ones that I love, as you'll see from the length of this video, because I love talking about gear. So I hope you guys dig it. Hope you like it. It's really fun to do. So, I'm just trying to learn about them. So it's all good.
人はぜひ試してみてください。とても弾きやすいピックです。
ありがとうございます。
すべてにこだわって
やってます。
です。そんな感じでございます。
ありがとうございました。では、みどりさんでした。
Absolutely a super cool video. I don't know how long we ran here. 18 minutes. Probably one of the longer ones I've ever done. But a lot of gear to talk about, guys. So, again, if you want to see some guitar covers, you want to watch me play, there's over 3,000 guitar covers on the channel. You can start out with some Green Day if you like Green Day. Got a bunch of Kiss stuff. All kinds of stuff. Alright, guys, I am off to the next part. So I'll see you guys there. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you soon.